You are listening to the Scars and Guitars podcast series. My name's Andrew Mackay-Smith. The interview subjects I have coming up for you are two of the members of New York City's The Dives. You'll be hearing from Sergio Ortega and the son of Kiss legend Paul Stanley, Evan Stanley. The reason for the conversation is to promote the 2017 released EP, Everybody's Talkin'. So let's have a listen to what the lads have to say. Here we go. First sent me the promo for your EP, Everybody's Talkin'. Without having listened to the songs, I read, of course, that Evan, you're the son of the great Paul Stanley from Kiss, and it's also a bit of a factoid that by this point, I'm sure you're probably tired of being reminded of that, but look, I dug a bit deeper as I encouraged the listeners to do so, and I'm extraordinarily impressed with the EP, and I've played it a lot since Monday. I'm hearing echoes of the Beatles, Weezer, the Ramones, plus some other bands like The Knack and the New Romantics. So, lads, in your own words, how would you describe the 4 tracks on the EP?
Thanks, man. Thank you. That's awesome. Thank you for those kind words. Seriously, I mean, to us, we're a rock and roll band. You know, we're a rock and roll band playing the songs that we love. You know, we try and always outdo the last song and write the catchiest stuff that we can. And you know, we don't want people to leave and go, "What was that song again?" We don't want to leave any doubt in your mind. You know.
Yeah. No.
Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Simple and straight up.
You got one chance to make your statement really and to show who you really are. If it doesn't meet your own expectations and what good is it, then you won't get a second chance. So we really worked hard and put a lot of everything we had into making it the best that it possibly could be, and just to show people who we really are.
Yeah, fantastic. And look, as we said in our previous chat, or as I mentioned in our previous chat, you have decided to make it an EP rather than an album, and you have compressed wonderful elements into the 4 tracks. And I really feel strongly about the EP insofar as that any one of the 4 tracks could have been a lead single. So how have fans and critics responded to the release?
Thank you so much.
No worries.
We're thrilled. We've luckily had pretty much all positive feedback. It seems that, it really is connecting with people, whether it's fans or critics, and, we couldn't be more grateful. I think that nowadays there's so much stuff out there, and there's so much stuff that's, really doctored, let's say, in the studio, that I think people appreciate honesty. With us, what you see is what you get. You come to a show, and our goal is to always outdo the record live, not the other way around. So we record as we are. We tracked all the basics. We tracked live, and then we just built up from there. But there isn't really any trickery going on. That's just us playing, and it's exactly what you'll see live. And I think people pick up on that, and people are seeming to respond to that because it's simple, but it's honest, and it's what we love.
Yep. And one of the most impressive features of the EP is the musicality. The bass, I mentioned earlier, I'm a bass player, and so I do tend to listen to the bass playing on a record, and Sergio's bass playing is outstanding, but it's not just the bass playing, it's the overall sense of musicality that you're all bringing. There's a lot going on, but you've managed to capture a lot, and it all seems to work. So would you say that the band's musicality and musicianship gives you a point of difference to other bands that are treading the boards in 2017?
I think it's certainly something that we all strive for, is just being the best musicians we possibly can, and we all continually push each other. I mean, having another guitar player like Mike in the band is something that keeps me on my shit. I mean, you don't want to show up to rehearsal and be that guy who's just fumbling all the time. So you really, you're trying to juggle your own expectations and those against the guys you're playing with, and we're lucky that we all think the world of each other, and everyone in this band is in it for a reason. So we set the bar high. We grew up listening to the Beatles, the Who, the Kinks, Zeppelin, Tom Petty. It's like that's where the bar should be, we think. So we're striving for that. We're not really trying to be the best band on our block. We're trying to outdo Zeppelin 3. That's like, and that's shoot for the stars, and maybe you'll hit the moon if you're lucky. That's kind of the goal.
Yeah, and the other good thing is too is like we have such a high level of respect for each other, and we know one another's abilities, but we just try to push each other as much as we can and get the best that we can out of one another.
Yep.
And just to long as we move forward and just, progress and get better and better, than ourselves, our musicians, and then also, our personalities, make sure our personalities come out in our playing, and we won't really do anything that doesn't suit the song. It has
Yes.
to, the song comes first.
It always comes back to the song, and by that token, it's like, we only play songs that all of us love. I mean, when people say, well, what's your favorite song to play? That's a hard question to choose because we only play songs that every single person loves. If someone isn't vibing to a song, we don't play it. We never want to be a band that people come to sing, oh, you got to hear that song. I think it's going to be last, and then you just kind of wait through the set to hear it. You want every song to be everyone's favorite until the next one starts. So we really only play stuff we love, and then we try and do our absolute best to play for that song.
You've got 4 songs out there. You've just been rehearsing, so I take it you must have, enough songs to fill at least a 12-song set list. And do the other songs that you guys have been working on, do they sound like the 4 tracks that you've released on the new EP?
Yeah, I think we were very careful to select those songs, not because we thought these are leagues above every other song we play, but we thought these 4 songs really capture exactly who we are in 12 minutes.
Yes.
People's attention span's super short, so we were working with a really restricted medium, but we thought, what's the best way to get across exactly who we are in a short amount of time?
Yep.
And we thought those songs really, really did it. It's cohesive, so it's clearly, every song is clearly the Dives, but each one has a slightly different element of our personality in it. So if you come to a live show, you're really going to see just more and more of that. All of it sounds like the Dives. You're never going to find something that sounds like, Dave Matthews Band at a Dive show. It's not anything like that. Nothing against him, but
Yes, I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
It's all the Dives. It's all that. It's just a little bit left or a little right, but it's all the Dives. It's the music we came out of the womb to make. This is what we love to do, and it's a very focused vision, I like to think.
Yeah, no, it's a good point. And talking about focused vision, you all sound like as though you are born musicians. You talk about coming out of the womb, and this is what you're being meant to do. It actually sounds like that. So is there a lot of expectation on you from the label and from management to achieve some success with this release?
Well, actually, right now it's kind of all DIY, so
kind of on our own.
Cool.
There were certainly high expectations, but it was Jimmy, Mike, Evan, and Sergio. It was like, this was very much a DIY sort of EP and release.
Yeah, cool. So, do you guys think you'll be making it down to Australia any time soon?
Oh, we're dying to.
Yeah, we really do hope so, man. It's the bucket list for all of us, so we really hope to be getting there soon.
Hey, we're lucky maybe we'll get to wait out the New York winter down in your summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we'd love to have you down here. Actually, the band's sound, I've played in a lot of bands over the years, and you do have the musicality, you've got the focus, but there's an urgency to the sound that I think is really going to come across in the pubs and clubs of Australian venues. We love this sort of music, is what I'm saying.
Well, we're dying to get down there, and hopefully it's undoubtedly a stop on one of the future tours, but hopefully it's one of the very, very near ones.
Yeah, sweet. No worries. All right. Well, look, I'm at the stage in the interview, and I asked this question of all of my interview subjects, and I've been really looking forward to asking you. There's 3 questions, and I would love a response from both of you if that's okay. So your answers can be as not safe for work as you like, and we are an R-rated program, so here goes. Gentlemen, choose 3 words to describe yourselves.
Evan, you go first. Shit.
Driven,
Yes?
passionate, solve.
All right. Gotcha.
Okay, my answer, 3 words. Focus.
Focused, yep. Can definitely hear that.
Humorous.
Humorous.
Great hair.
go. Great hair. Right. Yep. No worries. For a moment, it sounded like you said. For a moment, it sounded like you said grey hair, and I thought, no, you can't have said that.
Great. With a T.
Yep. Great hair. Gotcha. Yep. All right. So the next question is, if you could both go back to when you were 18 and give yourself some advice, what do you think you'd say?
Well, that wasn't that long ago for me, but I would say I just turned 23 a couple days ago. I'm kind of going through this
happy birthday.
crisis thing. All the other
Cool.
I don't know. I just be like, dude, don't freak out. Just like work really hard, and you'll be fine. I spent a lot of time at 18 over analyzing what am I going to do musically, where am I going to end up, how am I going to do it. So it's like, chill out, man. Just play and do your best, and you'll work it out.
Yeah, it'll figure it out.
Yeah, mine's similar. I keep it simpler. Just be like, not thinking so hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's cool. It's very good advice. Look, I've got people that listen to the podcast all over the world, actually, and it's always important that I get that feedback because, look, when you're 18, you haven't got a bloody clue, have you? But you don't realise that until you do get to, the age that you're at now or even older, and you should hear the varying responses I get to that question. But, look, your questions have been, your responses to that question have been great. So I hope anybody out there who's 18 that's planning on a musical future, they could certainly do worse and take the advice of both of you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I think Cheryl's kind of said it great. Don't think so much.
Yeah.
Work hard, don't think.
Work hard. Don't overthink it.
Cool. All right, final question, and this usually stumps people, so here we go. What 5 guests, living or dead, would you invite to dinner?
Wow. Is this like, do they have to be living? Is this what?
Oh, no, living or dead, yep, can be, and from any time in history, so you can have John the Baptist or whoever you want.
Sure, that's so hard. Jeez. Actually, that'd be interesting. Benjamin Franklin, Jesus, Paul McCartney.
Nice.
Napoleon. Maybe Gordon Ramsay.
Well, at least...
Look, man, I like my dinners eclectic.
That was a curveball at the end.
Right there. Oh no, I thought we were going to maybe end up with. I spoke to the guitarist out of a band called Decapitated last night, and he said Christopher Columbus. So I thought we might have had another Christopher Columbus there, but no, Gordon Ramsay will do. That's for sure.
Awesome. Serge. I'd say Jesus Christ.
Yep.
The original, man.
No, Jesus. Bear with me. Jesus Christ. Richard Pryor.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, Richard Pryor. Who else? Jimi Hendrix. Let's see. Who else would I pick? Yeah. Oh, what's interesting?
You just talked about putting Richard Pryor and Jesus together.
Jesus Christ, Richard Pryor. Lewis Black, another comedian. Let's see. Elvis.
Yep.
And Jim Belushi.
Wow, you win.
Yeah, that's a good
I'd rather
list.
go to his dinner.
Yeah, that's a good list. I wouldn't be able to drink too much at that one there because I'd be dying of laughter, I think. You know.
I know. It's like I want laughs. I want open debate, healthy.
That'd be fantastic.
Interesting. It'd be interesting, that's for sure.
It would be. Both very good lists, lads. Outstanding. I think for both of them, I'm going to nominate myself as a waiter or someone to clean up after it's all, toward the end of the night when it really starts to get silly.
Right. A little bit of wine, see what happens.
Yeah, that's it. Well, lads, I better let you go to catch a train, but look, it's been fantastic talking to you. I really appreciate you being able to reschedule like this, and you've got a fantastic EP. I wish you and the band the greatest of success, and I really hope to see you guys down here in Australia because I'd love to have a beer with you guys.
Oh, thank you so much. Well, we so appreciate you having us on, and hey, the moment we get down there, we'll take you up on that beer.
Yeah, man.
You have been listening to the Scars and Guitars podcast series. My name's Andrew Mackay-Smith, and you just heard from Sergio Ortega and Evan Stanley from the US outfit The Dives. Thanks so much for listening.